In this video, we assume that you already know how to develop scripts on NetSuite and how to deploy them. Let's begin by going to Customization, Scripting, and Scripts. We are going to assume that you are on a sandbox environment here and that you run your tests on the sandbox and your script has been deployed and it's working fine. Now let's have a look at one of the scripts, for example. This script can, of course, be deployed. Maybe it's already deployed, but you can also send it to your production account, to your live account, okay, by clicking on the account in the list below. But anyway, this is the way to do it. Now, you're going to have dependencies. There's a few things you need to be aware of. Some people say that, this copy to account doesn't work and you should just copy paste the JavaScript file from your sandbox to the production environment. You can also do that, by the way. But the interesting thing here is if you did the copy to account, or if you took the JavaScript on your computer and then sent it to the production account, the live account, and it doesn't work on the live environment, then what do you do? Some people call NetSuite. I know it's a problem I had about, 10 years ago. No one knew what was causing the script not to work. Even the NetSuite support couldn't find a solution. So the project was a dead end and we didn't get that money. So if you look at the script, first of all, you have to understand this JavaScript is pulling information from your sandbox environment, if this is where it was built. But afterwards, you have to also understand that the information that it's pulling may be sometimes scripted as a value of internal ID of records or fields. So maybe you're using an amount field or a custom field that you created on the environment, on the sandbox. But this ID, you forgot to put a text reference to it. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. If I go to Customization, List, Records, and Fields, and I go, let's say, to Item Fields, and I click on New. This is going to allow me to create a new field on the item records. Okay, I can show which item record I want to show it on, but anyway, that's past the point. So if I go to Test, Custom Field 1, 2, 3, a lot of users forget and they don't see the importance of putting an ID here, because when they save it, NetSuite is going to put an ID automatically based on the number of custom fields that you have. So if you already have 50, it's going to say 51 here, for example. Now, if you created this field with the ID blank and you have it as 51 on Sandbox, you're going to be developing your script. Maybe instead of using the name of the field, you're going to use the ID. Could be true for a transaction type. It could be true for all sorts of different things. Now, you're basing yourself on an ID that's been auto-generated on the sandbox. Now, once you run your test on the sandbox, you're going to take all these custom fields and you're going to recreate them either by saying send to account, or you're going to say that manually you're going to have to go back to the production account and recreate those fields, which is more time consuming. But anyway, these are the two options you've got. And when you recreate these fields, either by send to account or by manually recreating them, maybe on the production account, there's already a field with, a custom item field with the ID 51. So you wouldn't know, you wouldn't notice this. You would just create one with test custom field 1 to 3. You're going to save it. And then instead of the ID being 51, it might be 83, for example. But on your script, maybe the ID that you're looking for is 51. So if you created a field with ID 51 on Sandbox and it's actually ID 83 on production, then of course NetSuite is not going to make much sense out of your script, provided that it might be a different type, it might be a different field, instead of currency, it might be a date format, etc. So the script, which is working fine on Sandbox, will not be working on production, even though you have the same exact custom fields, you have the same exact script, you have released the script exactly as you did on the Sandbox account. So this, I believe, is a solution that's going to unlock a lot of NetSuite development projects. And I know that there are a lot of frustrations at the stage of publishing the scripts and developments on Sandbox because of this. So obviously, so this might not be the only reason, but it sure is the most popular and the most recurring cause of error. Now, if you have still, after checking all the field IDs, you still have some doubts and maybe the script is still not working, the development is still not working, then of course give us a call and we will set up a Zoom call or a Teams to analyze exactly what it is that's preventing your script from deploying on production. If this video was useful to you, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you and goodbye.